Kano to Port Harcourt, Enugu to Ilorin. All across Nigeria, we bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.
A lovely afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us on the news at noon on 24 News Radio and Television. My name is Grace Mwafo. The federal government has approved the establishment of 9 new private universities across the country. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tunji Alausa, announced the approval while briefing State House correspondents after the Federal Executive Council meeting presided over by President Bola Tinubu in Abuja. He said the newly approved institutions are Taskiya University, Kaduna State, Leadership University, Abuja, Jimo Babalola University, Kwara State, Bridget University, Mbaise, Imo State, Greenland University, Jigawa State, JFAP University, Niger State, Arizona Verde University, Imo State, Unique Open University, Lagos State, and American Open University, Ogun State. Alausa disclosed that the Tinubu administration inherited 551 pending requests for the establishment of tertiary institutions, which were subjected to stricter approval guidelines. This, he said, reduced the list to 79 active applications, out of which 9 have been cleared. He explained that many of the approved universities had been awaiting accreditation for over 6 years, with their promoters having already built campuses and invested billions of naira. The minister added that the federal government has placed a moratorium on new application for polytechnics and colleges of education, except those meeting the new operational standards. The House of Representatives Committee on the Nigeria COVID-19 Action Recovery and Economic Stimulus has commenced an investigation into the program amid growing public concern over its alleged inability to provide meaningful assistance to the vulnerable Nigerians it was intended to support. Addressing journalists in Abuja, the committee's chairman, Abubakar Kusada, said the investigation stemmed from several complaints that a multi-billion naira intervention NG Cares Joint World Bank was designed to mitigate the economic impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, the removal of fuel subsidies, and the unification of exchange rate. The program, implemented across all 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory through various state-level platforms, is in the final year of its first 4-year phase and will come to an end in December 2025. Kusada pointed out that despite states receiving billions of naira for these interventions, evidence of positive impact on the ground remains scarce. The Eco Electricity Distribution Company has distanced a circulating online publication claiming it involved in a prepaid meter distribution initiative in Badagry. The DISCO made this known in a disclaimer on its official X handle signed by EKE and dated August 14, 2025. EKEDC clarified that the alleged promoters of the scheme are unknown to it. Advising customers, the management urged the public to exercise caution and verify the authenticity of any metering initiative before engagement. It urged customers to rely only on official communication channels for more updates. The United States government has approved a possible foreign military sale to Nigeria of ammunition, precision bombs, precision rockets, and related equipment valued at $346 million. The approval was contained in a statement from the Defense Security Cooperation Agency dated August 13. The agency said it has notified the U.S. Congress of the potential sale. The EA said the proposed sale aims to strengthen Nigeria's capability to address current and future threats, including operations against terrorist organizations and illicit trafficking in Nigeria and the Gulf of Guinea. It added that the deal will not alter the military balance in the region and will have no adverse impact on U.S. defense readiness. This is still the news at noon on 24 News Radio and Television. Still to come are news from the foreign scene and the world of sports. Stay with us. Glad to know that you're still there. If you're just joining us, this is the news at noon on 24 News Radio and Television. Over now to the foreign scene. At least 40 people have died in Sudan's Darfur region in the country's worst cholera outbreak in years. The medical charity said the vast western region, which have been a major battleground over more than 2 years of fighting between the regular army and the paramilitary rapid support forces, had been hardest hit by the year-old outbreak. The NGO said 2,470 cholera-related deaths had been reported in the year to August 11 out of 99,700 suspected cases. MCF said mass displacement of civilians sparked by the war in Sudan had aggravated the outbreak by denying people access to clean water for essential hygiene measures such as washing dishes and clothes. French President Emmanuel Macron has said only Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky can negotiate a land deal with Russia in an effort to end Moscow's war against his country. Macron noted that Trump will, at a meeting with Russian leader Vladimir Putin on Friday, seek a ceasefire in Ukraine. He said Trump will also push for a trilateral meeting with Putin and Zelensky in the future. The French president said there were currently no serious land swap proposals on the table yet. And from Israel, the Israeli military has said it approved a framework for a new offensive in the Gaza Strip, days after the Security Cabinet called for the seizure of Gaza City. Armed Forces Chief Lieutenant General Eyal Zamir approved the main framework for the IDF's operational plan in the Gaza Strip. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's government has not provided a precise timetable for when Israeli troops will enter the territory's largest city, where thousands have taken refuge after fleeing previous offensive. Meanwhile, Gaza Civil Defense Agency said Israeli airstrikes on Gaza City have intensified in recent days, with the residential neighborhoods of Zaytun and Sabra hit with a very heavy airstrike targeting civilian homes, possibly including high-rise buildings. News of the military's approval of the plan comes hours after Hamas said a senior delegation had arrived in Cairo for talks with Egyptian officials on a temporary truce. And now heading over to the world of sports. The federal government has congratulated Nigeria's men's basketball team, the Tigers, for their impressive start at the 2025 AfroBasket in Luanda, Angola, following a 77-point against 59-point victory over Madagascar in their opening fixture. The National Sports Commission Chairman, Malam Shehu Diko, speaking on behalf of the government in a statement signed by the NSC's Director for Information and PR, Mrs. Kehinde Ajayi, praised the team's performance and commitment. He urged the team to prepare for tougher challenges ahead as the tournament progresses. And that is a wrap on the news at noon on 24 News Radio and Television. Do stay tuned for more programs will be coming your way. My name is Grace Nwafo. Have a lovely afternoon.
From Abuja to Lagos, Sokoto to Port Harcourt, and Enugu to Ilorin, all area will bring you news and information that will make your day. We are news. We are 24 News Radio TV.